pleasure this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon to present to you the benefits of using Book Creator. And I would just like to pay my respects to Dr. Naveed, who is the guest, the special guest of this event, and Ms. Yogeshwari, who is an ambassador for Book Creator. So I will be touching on the various benefits of using the Book Creator, okay? So I will be touching on 15 such benefits, okay? And as I go through my benefits, I noticed that the speaker earlier on, the gentleman wanted to know, what is this Book Creator? What is it about? How can we use it as teachers? How can we use it as learners for to make our education a much more better experience? So our first benefit is that it is user friendly. So basically anybody will be able to use this. You just basically need access to the internet. If you have access to the internet, even a child that is in grade 2 or grade 3 or grade 1, with the guidance of the teacher, will be able to go and create an account and start using the application. So the first great benefit of Book Creator is that it is user friendly. Anybody will be able to use it. It's very easy to understand, very easy to follow. Just a few clicks and you will have your account created. Okay, so moving on to benefit number 2. Okay, so the Book Creator application has various features that allows for a variety of different activities to take place. Okay, for example, we can choose from 50 different hand-picked fonts, 50 hand-picked fonts. We can add images from Google, and as we all know that there are thousands of images that we can choose from. We can also incorporate video, music, and audio in the book. Okay. We can also make use of a pen tool to draw, make drawings, especially with children in the primary category. The junior primary children, the younger kids like to draw, so they'll be able to use their pens to draw and create things. Okay. You will be able to use different kinds of shapes, arrows, emojis, etc. when you're creating these books. And you will have the option of having various shapes of features on the book. Example, a portrait or a square or a landscape when you are actually creating your book. Moving on to the third benefit 3. Okay, so this is an excellent point as it allows for 21st century skill developments. Okay, focusing on the 4 C's of creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. By using Book Creator, students of the world will be able to touch on these 4 different disciplines in various activities that they perform. Okay, so for example, when it comes to the creative aspect, children will get to use color, they will get to use words to create their little stories. They will also get to use their drawing skills and talents. Okay, when it comes to communication, by means of writing their stories, by means of writing about something, they will communicate to the teachers, they will communicate to their friends, to their parents about the stories that they are writing about. When it comes to collaboration, it's a team effort. So all students come together to work together. You can work in groups, you can work individually, you can work as peers, and you can work as a whole class community. Okay? And finally, critical thinking. It allows our students to stimulate their brains, their minds. And we all know that when somebody uses critical thinking, they are able to write more effectively. They will be able to write about important things, about good things, to educate the world and others as well. It also serves as a motivation for other students. So as you can see, this Book Creator develops 21st century skills, which is very important in this day and age. Moving on to benefit number 4, okay? So it lends itself to being able to be used to do assignments, projects, and presentations. As a teacher, you will not have to basically photocopy worksheets, photocopy big workbooks for your students. You can give them instructions, you can show them how it's done, and you can assign tasks to them, various tasks, whether it's an assignment or a project or a presentation that students will like to do, they'll be able to do it on this book creator, okay? And it's very easy to follow. It also gives the students the opportunity to use their skills, their digital skills, their creativity, and for them to take full control of their projects, where it doesn't have to always be the teacher speaking and guiding. It's now the learner taking the role, the lead role in their educational process. Okay, so you can use it for your assignments, your projects, and your presentations. Moving on to the next benefit, which is benefit number 5. Okay, so it's benefit 5. Sorry about the number being there 6, right? So it allows the teacher to observe the process and the completed product. When you are teaching, when you are involved in education, and if you assign a project or an assignment to the child, right? We're not only worried about the product, the finished product, right? We want to know the different stages that were involved in the writing process. For example, how did the child brainstorm their ideas? Where did they get their ideas from? How did they do their first draft? How did they put everything together? And I got a little point here that says project-based learning is how we set clear expectations for our students. That means, why are we doing this? How do we go about doing this? And then at the end is our reward, which is the product. So as an educator, you will get to see the process of the students' efforts, not just the finished product. So you can help them as they go along, okay? Moving on to the next benefit. The beautiful thing about Book Creator is that it can be used across all disciplines. So it's not only limited to the languages. It's not only limited to English, Arabic, you know, Urdu, Hindi, or any other language. It can be used across all subjects. It can be used in the sciences. It can be used in mathematics. It can be used in social sciences. It can be used in the arts. There's no end to Book Creator. You can create a book for every single subject that you teach. So it's not only for the language subject teachers, okay? And as we all know that each and every subject is linked in some way or the other. All the subjects are linked in some way or the other, okay? So that's one great benefit of using Book Creator. Moving on to the next benefit, which is it acts as an innovative teaching and learning tool. In the place of an educator, right? You will be able to digitalize your teaching. You'll be able to make your teaching digitally. You won't have to depend only on notes and worksheets and books. And children of this day and age love computers. They love to use smartphones. They love technology, right? So you'll be able to modernize your teaching and use this as a modern teaching tool that is very user-friendly and student-friendly as well. Apart from that, it also becomes a cool tool for learning, where the students get to do learner-based activities. They take control of their education process. You are merely being the guide and the facilitator to them. They are given so many options to choose from, and you will be amazed when you put the control into the student's hand and you being the guide, they will start enjoying the process of learning. It's not only writing, it's not only speaking, it's also creating, designing, and making innovative things. So it lends itself very well to being a good teaching tool as well as a great learning tool. Okay. Moving on to the next benefits, which is teachers will be able to use it as an assessment tool. So we all know that assessment, as educators, we have to perform CA or continuous assessments to our students in various methods and various ways. By using Book Creator, we can assess our students in a very creative and innovative manner, where we will be looking at different things in the book. We will be looking at the pictures that they have used. We will be looking at the languages that they have used, how the book was designed, how was it creative. And it becomes very easy to assess because at a glance, you are able to see the students' efforts. Just by flipping through your screen, you'll be able to see a student's effort, which means that it makes assessment much easier for teachers. It's not sitting with a whole pile of books to mark. Okay, you can use a computer and you can assess the book in a very easy manner. This also lends itself to using this tool for final presentations, end of year projects, okay, presentations for students at the end of the year. You can use it as well. Okay, moving on to the next benefit, which is it encourages students to develop a culture of reading, writing, and presentation. And as we all know, in education, a student that reads is a student that thinks. A student that thinks is a student that speaks. Okay, if our children have the confidence to develop their own books, develop their own presentations, where they're taking control of their learning, where they are being exposed to writing, okay, they will develop a love for this. And with children, you know, it's all about a culture. If one child sees another child doing something, they will automatically follow the trend. It becomes a trend. And as a result of that, the literacy level goes up. They become better readers, they become better writers, they become better speakers eventually, which is focusing on 21st century skill development. Okay. Moving on to the next benefit. Okay. The next benefit is a thing that I really like very much. It allows for creativity to be ignited. Within each and every in this world is beauty that lies within. Each and every child has beauty and brilliance within them. So by using Book Creator, you are giving the child an opportunity to become creative. If they want to draw, allow them to draw. Whatever words they want to use, allow them to use those words. Allow them to play around with the creation of their own books. And you will be amazed and fascinated by the creativity that comes out from the child with your guidance, of course. Yeah. Okay, so the creativity of each and every child is there. It just needs to be brought out. And this is the beautiful tool. As you can see, the logo itself is very colorful. So it means that it's giving the child the opportunity to create, to innovate, and to design, which is needed in this day and age. Okay. Moving on to benefit number 12. It is absolutely free of cost. It is a free application to use, okay? I believe that Book Creator is to sign up for an account. It's absolutely free. But if you're somebody that is becoming very good at creating books, they give you, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 30 to 40 books that you can create. And after that, after you've created it, then it becomes a paid account for a very nominal cost, right? So this will encourage children to become children's authors as well. They will develop their books. You can also develop your books, and it's absolutely free. So it can be accessible to all students, all teachers, as long as you have a good internet connection. Okay. Moving on to the next benefits. Okay. It keeps up with the modern trend of education as being technological. As you all might know, that we are now in the 21st century of education. And education from 50 years ago has now transformed. As you can see this picture here, okay? I'm not too sure if you can see the picture, but if you can, we noticed that our education system has changed from only speaking and using the blackboard or the whiteboard or books to that of a digital manner, where COVID-19, the pandemic has made us all go digitally, learn digitally, and teach digitally. So technology is taking over the world slowly but surely. And as people of education, we need to also move with this trend. And by using Book Creator, right, as a teaching tool, as a learning tool, we are able to get with the modern trends of education and make it more technological. Also preparing your students for their future careers in this world. Because as you know, in future, the world will be very digital. The world will be extremely digital. Moving on to the next benefit, okay? The wonderful thing about this book creator is that it can be used by all ages, young and old. It can be used by little children as small as 4 and 5, guided by the parents and teachers, teenagers, college students, teachers, as well as the elderly people. So it is very easy, just a few clicks away. If you go and you follow the guidance on the website, just a few clicks away, you'll be able to create your own book on this book creator. So it's very, very easy to use, and it can be used by people of all ages. That's the great thing about it. It's very, very simple to use. Moving on to the next benefit, okay? Here's a wonderful thing, right? It creates great authors and authoresses of this world. I am a children's author, by the way. I wrote my first children's book last month, and I'm somebody that loves reading, somebody that loves education, passionate about education. So this book creator will be that little light that children need to become authors and authoresses of this world. Okay, it will be that spark that teachers need to publish more brilliant and beautiful books. It will give you that motivation, and everybody can do it. That's the wonderful thing about it. It's not difficult. It can be used by everybody. So as a result of using Book Creator, we will have more authors and authoresses coming into this world. And if you know about this, right, if you have more authors and authoresses coming into this world, what do you know? Our literacy rate of the world goes up. There'll be more readers. There'll be a culture of writing that's created, a culture of reading that is being created globally, not just in your district, in your city, but around the world. Okay. And that brings me to the end of my presentation. I thank you all for your kind attention, and I urge every single one of you in this room to please go and register yourself on this phenomenal, absolutely amazing book creator app and start creating those books.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Yes. Because I just want to tell you a few things on how to embed the images
Okay, ma'am. Are you hear me?
in the videos. Okay.
I
Yes.
where I click?
You